Okay, so let's try a couple problems now where we solve for and find the inverse, excuse me. So given a function f, let's find its inverse. That's with the little -1, that's not an exponent, that just means inverse. And we're going to find the domain and range of each. And then finally we'll answer, is f inverse a function? Remember our steps, we're going to switch x and y. Remember the domain becomes the range becomes the domain. And then we'll just solve for y to get our inverse. We're going to fill this in at the end. And we got the domain and range of each. So we start off, first off, f of x, again, is just like our output, so we can write that as y. We haven't changed anything yet, that's the original function. Then we're going to switch x and y, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll switch x and y, and then we're going to solve for y, just using our algebra. So we're going to add 4 to both sides. Add 4 to both sides, we get x plus 4 equals 1/2 y, and then we just multiply both sides by 2. Multiply both sides by 2 to get 2 times 1/2, so we're going to get y equals 2 times the quantity x plus 4, which is y equals 2x plus 8. All right, so that was pretty quick, but we'll start off with some simple examples. So let's first off, again, let's look at our original example, the domain. What can I plug into x? Well, positive numbers are okay, negative numbers are okay. Remember, domain is, the only thing that can break my domain is when I divide by 0 or have a negative inside a square root. I don't have either one, so my domain is all reals. You can write all reals if you want. Now remember, once I know the domain, I know my range. The domain here is the range here, so my range is going to be all reals. My range, this is a line, so if you want to graph it, it's just going to be a line. Remember, this is slope-intercept forms. It's going to kind of go like this. All my y's are also covered, so my range is going to be all reals, which I can copy over here. Okay, so we've got that settled. Our f inverse is going to be 2x plus 8. That's this guy right here. All right, let's try another one. So f of x equals 3x plus 5, another linear example. We're going to find f inverse here. Okay, so first off, we're going to just write this with a y. So y equals 3x plus 5. Then we're going to switch x and y. Remember, switch x and y. There we go. Then we're just going to solve for y. So we subtract 5 from both sides. X minus 5 equals 3y. Then we divide both sides by 3. So y equals x minus 5 over 3, and that's our inverse. So f inverse equals x minus 5 over 3. Okay, again, our domain, nothing's going to cause me to divide by 0. Nothing's going to cause me to have a negative inside the square root. So our domain is all reals. Copy that over here, all reals. All right, our range. Again, if you want to draw this just kind of briefly, just so you can kind of see what's going on, slope-intercept form. So we begin at 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to rise 3, run 1. I mean, you can just kind of graph this if you want. Run up 3, over 1. You can go down 3, left 1. You can just tell it's going to be a line like this. So all my y's is going to go up forever this way, so my y's are also all reals, which means that my domain is going to also be all reals. Okay, so that's been 2 linear examples. In our next video, we'll try a little bit different type of problem.